Welcome everyone to DRC powered by Milestone. It's season 8. We're now on round 2 and we are at Imola. Today I'm joined by Deathlink as always. Deathlink, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Mackie. How are you doing?
I am doing brilliantly. I didn't actually test that Discord was working before I started, but it is, so it's all good.
Hey, isn't
Um,
that good? We've
it
prepared as
is.
always.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mackie just had some OBS problems. Of course, me as normal, I was ready about half an hour ago, but Mackie,
And actually for once he was actually ready half an hour ago.
I
It's
know I was actually on time for once. Um, I did literally just go piss like 2 minutes ago, but like apart from that, I'm ready.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Where are we this week, Mackie?
We are at Imola. I do believe I think I mentioned that. I don't actually know. Let me change my Discord so you guys don't start hearing that, because that's really annoying when you start hearing pings on someone's stream and then
Do
you
you not
think
go?
it's your
You
pings.
don't have streamer mode on?
I only use it occasionally because it starts hiding people's usernames and I don't know who I'm actually talking to.
That's true. I
And
saw it's been doing
it's
that recently, and it's annoying.
yeah, do you know why? It's because they changed it to at usernames, and
Yeah, I'm not a
yeah,
massive fan of that.
and unless that person's got a nickname on, it will blur it out or just put
Ooh,
the
it's very
first letter.
sunny.
It is. We have a very sunny Imola here today. We have, I believe, 17 drivers. I think we're meant
Yeah,
to have a full grid, but
it was set up as a full grid. It looked like to my eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it should be 18.
it should be 18. So we're just missing one person.
We're missing one person, but of course all your favourites are Edgin, Raid, uh, Mardy Gamer, Sir Jagu, obviously our race winner last time out, Scrub, all of your fan favourites. Callus is the first one out of the pit lane. Here at a very sunny Imola. It wasn't very sunny in real life when we tried to come to Imola this year. Unfortunately, it was cancelled, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix this year, due to quite bad flooding in the area. I believe the area has been cleared up now in real life, and everyone is safe, and that's good to know. That's always good.
It is always good to know. It was rather unfortunate, the timing of the floods to when the F1 was meant to be there. But
Mm.
Mother Nature, am I right? It's just
Yeah,
strikes at all the worst times.
it's just that if the F1 drivers had run on full wets, this wouldn't have been a problem. Every time we get close to using the full wet tyres, they're like, nope.
I mean, the paddock was kind of underwater. I think even the full wets
Yes.
would have struggled there. So, you know.
Yeah, it was like that time in, what was it? It was gonna pull out one of my facts from my fact hat here. Not Hockenheim. Nürburgring 2007. Where basically it was the race. The rain came down when everyone was racing, and it caused a red flag. It was the race where Murray Walker came back and replaced David Croft after David Croft took some time off due to his first son being born.
Fair enough. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure similar things happened at a lot of tracks, and we've got
was it?
Spa didn't flood, but you know,
It was either Nuremberg. No, that's not. Wait,
Nürburgring.
Nürburgring. It was either
Oh my
Nürburg.
God, we have a Ferrari in the background that appears to be having some
Yes,
desync issues.
yes. So yeah, that either 2007 or 2008. I can't remember which year it was. They're very similar years. We've got someone retiring from the session already. That's a good start.
Hmm.
I don't recognise that name actually.
Neither.
Neither. But Callis is starting a flying lap here for McLaren. Obviously Imola, a very famous circuit. Only recently came back on the calendar. Its first race back was in the year of our Lord 2020. We all remember that year. Um, and it came back as one of the replacements for a lot of the cancelled races. And it's been a staple on the calendar ever since that year. Of course, the only race year that we haven't raced on in the past couple of months is, as we mentioned, 2023. And would you like to guess who was the last man to win around this circuit?
It must have been, I think, Hamilton.
No,
No, was it Max?
it was Max in
Wow,
2022.
that's boring.
Yes. Yeah, he beat out Checo Perez and a spinning Charles Leclerc that day. If you remember, he hit the curbs in Aqua. Is it Aqua Millerani? No, this is where Callis is right now.
Yeah.
This curb's coming
And
up. The
Callis
two deadly sausage curbs.
has actually invalidated his lap time.
Yes, he validated quite quickly. Duck, or DUUK, as I'm going to call him, is doing his lap on a set of mediums. The Alpha Tauri team, of course, Italian-based team. This is basically a home track for them. So it'll be interesting to see how AlphaTauri can perform. AlphaTauri is also, don't forget, turning into Hugo Boss Racing in the near future. So keep an eye
I
out for
didn't
that
see
name
that.
change. Yes, Hugo Boss looks to be one of the people buying AlphaTauri and changing their title sponsor.
Mini, who just disconnected, is McLaren Reserve, who is loaned to AlphaTauri. The one who
Thank you.
retired.
Is that from Anthony Davidson? Is that the update?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Matty Yong goes fastest, 14.68. It's a very good lap actually, 14.68 around this circuit. I'm expecting to see around a 114 for pole, maybe a low 114. We'll see where we can get to this afternoon. Of course, Sir Jagu, last time's race winner, looked very impressive on his full official debut in DRC. He has driven for reserves, but I'd say this is his full debut, wouldn't you say as well?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, driving as reserve is nice and all, but it's not quite having that full-time seat.
No, exactly. And with RD Gamer, of course, still in the mix in that Williams, they've got a very strong lineup this year. RD Gamer's just gone third fast, actually. I also like to say that we've scrapped full qualifying this year. Personally, I quite enjoyed it last year, but we're looking to just run the short qualifying now to allow more time for the drivers.
Yes, it is probably the most ideal thing that can happen. I've just realised, why is there a box sitting around my map on the stream? I'm scared to tab out in case it desyncs something.
Box?
There is a box on the stream around the map. I do apologise for that. I'm not sure why it's there.
Is it a small box or is it a large box?
If you just look at the stream, it's like a proper... It's just a box. There's literally a box around the map. I don't know how else to describe it. It's...
I will have a look at this so-called box. Oh, there is a box. That's really weird.
I don't know why that's happening.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's odd. That is. I'm gonna down to a bug.
Yeah.
With the F1 game.
Yeah, but it's not showing on my screen. It's only showing on the stream. I don't.
No, that is odd. I'm gonna blame it as a bug.
Yeah, that's
maybe
fair,
an OBS
honestly.
bug. But yeah, so Sir Jagu in all of that randomness went fastest, 14.4. As fastest lap so far. Someone we haven't seen the best of at the moment is our boy Edgin in the pits currently.
Yeah, Edgin
been a bit slow start.
Edgin has been struggling just a little bit. As you see, Laxton set a 114.7. You say our pole time is going to be a low 114. You know, like 114.1, 114.2. I reckon we could hit the 113s. I reckon a 113.8 is going to be our pole time.
113.8.
I think it can
happen.
That's
like rapid speed.
I mean, if Edgin gets his act together, I mean...
Oh, yeah, could do. Well, I did it, so I'm racing here this afternoon, in a bit later, in a league race, and I was doing some practice, and the setup that I was running, I think I got a low 114, was the fastest I could go. And that was like an almost perfect lap.
Looks like Igor ran out of fuel.
Ah, classic Igor, running out of fuel. And he invalidated his lap as well. Probably because he ran out of fuel. But Edgin is currently on outlap in that lovely Aston Martin. Still one of the nicest looking cars on the grid.
It is a very nice looking car. I mean, the Alfa Romeo also looks pretty good. I mean, if it didn't have those sponsorships all over it, it'd be even better.
You're not a fan of Kick?
No, not one.
No, we're not, because we're on Twitch. Big up the Twitch.
Yep, I'm sure Twitch really needs us to you know.
Yeah, but you know who else we should big up? I'm a big fan of them. Is Milestone. Obviously, DRC
Absolutely.
sponsored by Milestone. See, I'm good at plugging things. You know, I'm learning. Um, yeah, they do great stuff. Find out more stuff in the website.
Website and a Discord, of course.
Yeah, and
Discord.gg/history
Discord.
racing. It looks like this Ferrari driver may be having a couple of issues with desync.
Is that Aku hashtag 47?
Yes, it would be.
I don't recognise Aku hashtag 47.
Neither. I'm sure, you know, we're just being, you know,
Forgetful?
forgetful, you know, stuff
Or
like
we've been asked to nickname him something and we haven't done it.
that. Yeah, that too. And the person we were asked to nickname has got a nickname, so
Is that, who's that?
um, Abdullah Ziz.
Is that,
I don't know how that's
it?
meant to be said, but
Is that P12 right now? Because I don't have him as a nickname.
P12, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't nickname him.
Well, you meant to.
Yeah, but you know, I'm a busy man. I don't have time to go around nicknaming people. Nickname themselves. Honestly. Well, Adrian's on a flying lap. Should we keep do you want to ride on board, Mackie?
I think we do a little ride on board with Edgin.
Right, so going through the first couple of sectors here. The first sector, very nice and flowing here at Imola. And you want to throw it into the left-hander, shift down mid-corner, which is very interesting for a circuit like this. It's just so fast and flowing. Obviously a lot safer these days than it was back in the days of course, you know, in the 90s and the 2000s. So Edgin through the flat, almost flat left-hander here. You can shift down to fifth. I personally like to do it in 6th gear, but Edgin likes to do it a bit different. Now into Aqua Minerale, down the gears, up down to 3rd gear for Edgin. Again, he's using a gear lower than the track recommends. So into the heavy curb chicane, he can attack those a bit more aggressively on his next lap, but it's not a bad attempt so far for Edgin. 2 corners to go. The final 2 corners of Imola. Heavy braking zone downhill into a left-hander. Careful not to get a bit of understeer on the right there to invalidate. Once again, careful not to understeer, and he's looking good for a lap here. It's going to be a 1:14.6, and it puts him 3rd fastest.
See, you said not quite in the right gear for what the track recommends, but maybe what the track recommends is just wrong.
Yes, you know, don't be a slave to the track.
And Mizzy there sets our fastest time so far, 1:14.26. 7 minutes left in the session.
Rapid lap time from Mizzy, really. Well, Mizzy's always been a bit quick. Always been quite quick in the Mercedes, looking good. Scrub will not be happy that Scrub's almost what? Is that like 1.3 seconds down on your teammate? That's Nicholas Latifi time, Scrub. Pick up the pace, my friend. Honestly.
Yeah, I know, right?
You want to be remembered for Nick Latifi? Callis wants to be remembered as the pole sitter, though. He's good at 1:14.223.
And we are edging closer to those 1:13s. I still think it's possible.
If we see a 1:13, I'll be mightily impressed. That is like a low level, like PSGL WOR levels of lap times around it. Like this is like 1:14.2 is really fast. Like Callis should be very happy. MKL's just gone 3 tenths faster, so I might be about to eat my words in the middle sector. But let's see what he can do. He was 2 tenths up in the first sector. He's 3 tenths up in the middle. If he can clear the final sector well, he might be on for a 1:14 flat, maybe even a high 1:13. Which I'm going to be quite embarrassed about if that happens. So MK around the final couple of corners, coming to the line now. DRS wide open, crosses the line. 1:14.226. He's 3,000th down on Callis's time, but it's like a McLaren 1-2 here in qualifying. Now, Mackie, a little facts for you. Do you know when the last McLaren 1-2 was in qualifying?
In qualifying, did Lando and Oscar do it recently? I feel like they did.
They got a 1-3.
Oh, they got a 1-3. Oh.
They got 1-3 in both Silverstone and the Japanese Grand Prix, but their last 1-2 in qualifying.
Oh, that's got to have been like, you know, 2009 era or something.
I think it was 2000 and... Ooh, I think it was 2010, I want to say.
Are we going to fact check this, or are we just going to lie?
Yeah, I'm going to... Okay. Or a lie, hang on. I will look it up. I'm pretty sure it's 2010.
We'll find out
Oh
momentarily.
wait, no,
Everyone.
it's 2012.
2012. It was okay.
2012. It was the that was the other one in my head. It was the last one too in qualifying was the Australian GP.
Of 2012. That's
Yeah,
pretty good. I mean, a long time ago, like 11 years. Oh my god, we're getting old.
I know. 11 years. Yeah, that is the last ever McLaren 1-2 in qualifying.
Jagu now goes fastest, 1:14.17. We're getting closer.
Getting closer. It's definitely picking up the pace, that's for sure. So, yeah, 2012, long time ago for McLaren. Of course, they were a lot faster back in those days, in the 2012s. But recently, struck a bit of form in real life. Yeah, as you said, Sir Jagu 1:14.1. Great lap from Sir Jagu. The Williams driver. Do you remember the last time a Williams driver was on pole position?
I feel like Albon's done it recently. I'm almost certain Albon's done it recently.
He's not put it on pole.
No, did he never get it on pole? Did
Never put it
Russell
on
ever get it
pole.
on pole?
He
In
got
the
it on
Williams.
the front row.
Oh, no, was
He
that
put it.
just?
He put it second in the Belgian Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's not really a Grand Prix. It's a.
Yeah, well, the history books record it as a Grand Prix. So,
Sorry, I've just realised. Lacton just went the exact same time as Callister.
Damn.
With that 1:14.22, and of course goes behind as he set it later.
Yes. Do you know the last time? Well, actually, I'll do the Williams fact first. So, I believe the last Williams pole position was in Austria, 2014.
Austria 2014. That's
Where I
again,
believe the Williams locked out the front row.
again, a very long time ago.
Yep, those two drivers being Felipe Massa and Valtteri Bottas.
Fair enough.
I think that's true. Citation may be needed on that one, but I'm pretty sure they locked out the
Yeah,
front row
we'll
that
just
day.
put one of those big warnings at the top of Wikipedia that's like citations needed or outdated, needs updated. Then
Needs
no one
updated.
actually updates it for 6 years.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
But yeah, the last time a couple of people shared the same lap time. So obviously, as you said, Mackie, obviously if you set that lap time first, you are in front of the guy that sets it second. But in the year of our Lord 1997 or 1998, Jacques Villeneuve won his first and only world title in Formula One. Very famous world title, because he basically didn't do anything else after that. But in the qualifying at Herth, Michael Schumacher, Heinz-Harald Frentzen, and Jacques Villeneuve all set the exact same lap time.
Edgen now only able to get a 1:14.2. This isn't the form we're used to from Edgen, I must say.
No, it wasn't. You didn't be surprised at my fact. I was upset.
No, sorry, I was concentrating on Edgen's lap. You know.
Why are you watching the racing on track? They're here for historical facts, not for the racing.
Yeah, we're now the F1 History Channel.
Yes, exactly. This is DRC history.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, if we could get anywhere close to that in a qualifying session, that'd be amazing. I believe it was Heinz-Harald Frentzen. That might need a fact check as well.
I think everything you said needs a fact check. Like,
I'm pretty accurate on my information.
Yeah, from where? Wikipedia?
No, from my brain.
not a valid source, Wikipedia.
No, it's facts I have in my brain.
Yeah, don't try and use it as a source. I learnt that the hard way.
Yeah, I know. Can't just copy and paste it and put it into ChatGPT and then copy ChatGPT into your.
Yeah, it's rather unfortunate, isn't it?
It is rather, yes. Don't do it, kids.
Yeah, it's bad. You'll get Fs or, you know.
Yeah, you'll get ungraded.
Yeah, ungraded, even worse than an F.
Yeah.
It'll just like they won't even touch it.
But if they don't catch you, then you don't get ungraded and you get away with it. So just remember that.
Yeah, but the chances of getting caught incorrectly now as well are very high.
Yeah, you could because all teachers are looking for it now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So.
So someone put, I think, the American Constitution through it, and it said it was AI generated. So.
Yeah, so it's kind of a bit dodgy. It doesn't really work. I did test it when I was at college to see if it actually worked, and it didn't work most of the time.
Yeah.
Which is the main reason why teachers don't use it anymore. So.
Except some of them do.
Oh, and MK's got a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking. Oh, he was slow, and it was on a slow lap, and he was behind. Oh no. It's a shambles. Is what it is.
It is. It's rigged.
Shambles.
Absolutely rigged.
But Callis is on a flying lap here, and he's already a 10th down in the first sector. That's not going to be good enough to take what would be pole or provisional pole here in the qualifying session.
No, absolutely not. You want to be obviously setting the fastest laps you want. Go faster than you did your last lap. I just did a Will Buxton there.
Thanks, Will.
Yeah. And
It's
in fact,
Callis'
MKL's going slower as well. It's
yeah, they're not finding time. Oh, Callis
Lacton.
has matched the middle sector.
Lacton's 5/10 up.
Oh, Callis is invalidated. Lacton's 5/10 up.
That's what it said, unless that was his previous lap. I
That
don't
might have
know.
been his previous lap time. I think. Hang on, what's his middle sector? No, he's
Okay.
matched it. He's matched the middle sector. Sorry, the first sector, I should say. So Callis invalidated. MKL's not finding any time. Sir Jaguar's also on a lap, so we'll see if he can even improve his own lap time. So Callis is into the pits. Mizzy is going to be finishing a lap soon. Anyone else can improve. RD Gamer can't improve. He stays 12th fastest. What else? What is Lacton doing?
Jaguar is
Lacton's middle
400ths
sector.
up.
Lacton is 64,000ths up in the middle sector. It's a purple middle sector for the Haas driver. Now, Haas, of course, in actual Formula 1 have never been on pole position. That's not true. Kevin Magnussen took pole in the sprint race, but it was only a sprint pole. This could be...
Jaguar just invalidated.
Jaguar's invalidated, which means it could be Lacton's time. Can he get pole position here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix? Crosses the line, he's done it! 1:13.8 in qualifying. Missy does a 1:14.0. That was almost pole position, but Lacton out of nowhere, a 1:13.8 in qualifying, and he takes pole position from Mizzy, who's put in a stonking lap to go second. In most qualifying sessions, that would be pole, but it looks like he's only the front row, and Sir Jagu in third. What a couple last laps that was.
Absolutely, that was insane. I mean, Jagu invalidated on the exit of the final corner, which is very unfortunate. He was up on his lap time. I think he would have definitely been competing. But what did I say? A 1:13.8. I'm just saying. I did say.
Well, it looks like at the moment Sir Jagu and MKL both have 5-place grid drops. I don't know if we're going to have a lobby restart. I can get Will Buxton in my ear. Will, are you there? Also known as Edgin. Can you let me know if we're going to have a lobby restart?
And that is going to be your grid. It's going to be Lacton followed by Mizzy, Jagu maybe, Kalsus, MKL, Aku, Edgin, Aim, Duck, Matthijs, Matty, Raid, Fudge McMuffin, RD Gamer, Abdul, Fernando, Igor, Scrub, and Mini, rounding out the back of your grid. Def, that was quite the end to a qualifying session.
It was quite the end. So Edgin's response to my thing, it says no restart for 2. I don't know what that means.
Neither. I mean, I think no restart would be enough.
So no. So is the answer to my question, Edgin, there's not going to be a restart.
Or there's going to be 2 restarts.
No restart. Okay, got you.
No.
Got you. No restart.
I heard a rumor that we're getting a formation lap.
I've heard this rumor too. It's also pretty grim here at Imola.
Yeah, it looks cold.
It does look cold. I've seen it warmer. I've got my fan on right now, so I'm currently feeling what it's probably like in Imola right now. Maybe not in real life. It's actually, well, no, it's winter time, isn't it? So it's probably quite cold there.
It's not winter. It's
autumn.
It's October.
Well, it's the 1st October as well. Happy Halloween, everyone!
Oh, don't tell me I've got to do a whole month of Halloween. That's painful.
Yeah, Halloween's an entire month now. They've changed it. We'll have to do a Halloween spectacular on... What day's Halloween? It's a Friday, isn't it?
I believe
Friday?
So.
Hang on,
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
No, it'll be like a Tuesday.
Oh, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do a Halloween spectacular on the 29th. We'll do a spooky race.
Fair enough.
Yeah. We replay Abu Dhabi 2021. Oh, spooky.
Yeah, sorry, we've got to sacrifice someone for the wall. Who wants to be Latifi? And it looks like we have our formation lap now beginning.
Yes.
Lacton's going to lead them away nice and slowly.
They're on hard.
Yeah, hard tyres. I mean, I see some soft.
Edgin's on the softs. Oh, you're my boy, Edgin. You're my boy. He knows the correct strategy to be on right there. That's the
So
soft
your
tires.
current tyres are looking like the top three. They've all decided to go on the hards. Then you've got Aku is going to go on the mediums. Edgin's got the softs. The next three have mediums. Matthijs has gone hards, and then all the way down to 15th, they're all running mediums. Fernando on hards, Igor on softs, Scrub on hards, and Mini at the back has started on the mediums.
Did you mention Matthias on the hards as well?
I did mention Matthijs on the hards, yes.
Yeah. Well, we've got a few drivers out of position. Igor's out of position, I'd say. He's not 17th driver. I'd say RD's out of position, Raid's out of position, MKL out of position as well because of the grid penalty. Matthias and Sir Jagu, from what his qualifying base was, he's not 7th place. So, be interesting to see which drivers can make their way through the grid. We have hard tyres on a lot of the drivers at the moment. But mediums seem to be the correct choice. Don't know how long the softs will last. Obviously, I've done some testing for my own league race. I will be starting on the soft tyre because, you know, what else are you going to start on? So it'll be very interesting to see how these drivers perform. I am actually maybe thinking about some rain. It does look a bit rainable, shall we say.
Should we see if SimHub is working or not?
Ah, let's do it.
Guess what? It's not.
Yes, I knew it would. So apparently the formation lap is working. I was a bit worried.
I think that's because no one's done anything stupid.
Oh.
I say that now. I don't know what's happening at the back.
Yeah. So apparently, so they have fixed the formation lap technically, but if anyone does spin off or crash in the formation lap, it does still break.
I am slightly concerned about how far back this Alpine is.
Yes, it's the trip. Oh no, he's disqualified from the session.
Lacton's been disqualified. Kals has been disqualified.
Yeah, that's just because they missed their good spot. Hopefully it'll still work. Spoilers, it usually doesn't work. We'll find out in a couple of seconds. Wait, what is this awful camera angle? We're just seeing the back of the grid.
Disqualified.
Can I see the front, please, game? Well, anyway, we're about to get started for
watching
lights
from the
out
back.
here, and it's 5 lights here in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix for round 2 of DRC. It's lights out, and people have got drive-through penalties for jump starts. Scrub's jump started, Mini's jump started, and as we race into turn 1, Lockton has the lead from Mizzy. Edgin's jumped to 3rd off the start. Look how much those soft tyres are giving him the grip.
Oh!
Oh, there's a big crash at the back. Oh no.
It looks like the Ferrari of Aku was the main person in that incident. Wheels flying everywhere. Has now retired from the race going through turn 1. Or turn 2.
Aku's out.
I don't know if the ones on the straight count as turns.
He's Aku'd into turn 1. It's all gone wrong. And Edgin's up into 3rd. We've got battles all through the grid. People are dropping down the order here.
How
I
did
don't know
that
if people
cause a safety car, by the way?
Well, that's the question. Is safety cars on? That's the real question we're going to ask. But Edgin, you can see how much grip he has at the moment. From just the start of the race, he is really motoring through here as he's trying to use the soft tyres to their advantage at the start of the race because he knows they're going to drop off in a bit. You can see those two in the front trying to warm their hards up.
We've got some amazing battles going on down for like 15th. Everyone, they're like 4 wide, go through Aqua Minerale. It was absolutely amazing to watch. A little bit of wheel banging, but I think just a few racing incidents going on, you know.
Yeah, you can't help a bit of wheel banging. That's all good. But as we begin lap 2 of 32, we got Edgin chasing Mizzy. Lacton still leads, but look at the speed Edgin's going down the main straight. He might go for a double overtake here, as there's no straight line speed for Lacton at all. And Edgin's up into 2nd place, and he's looking to challenge for the lead. Lacton running a lot of downforce on that Haas car because he had no straight line speed. But there's Edgin looking to take the lead of the Grand Prix here at Imola, and he's passed Mizzy, and he's already up into the lead of the race. That's the Edgin we all remember, and he's using those soft tyres to his advantage.
That is the Edgin we remember from his championship winning season back in season 6. He's now, I reckon he's going to go off in the race. He's already a 2nd up. It's insane.
And Sir Jagu's got a great move as well. He lets to go wheel to wheel with Mizzy through Aqua Minerale. Going to go around the outside. He's got a bit wide off track limits. He might have to give that place back actually because it looked like he overtook off of the track. Callis has made it past Lacton as well as Callis is moving his way up through the grid. Sir Jagu back up into 2nd. He did obviously put it on pole position, but put it on the front row, I should say. But he got a 5th place grid drop. And yeah, the guys that are on pole, the guys on these hard tyres, they just can't seem to fire them up. And the guys on the mediums and the softs are just pulling away.
Yeah, there is no grip on those hard tyres at
Oh,
all.
Callis almost dropped it. Absolutely dropped it out of the final corner. But you can see, look at Lockton's straight line speed. He's got nothing in that car. He's absolutely getting swept up here. Got a yellow flag in the background. It's Arnie Gamer who's come off in the final corner. The McLaren duo are battling into turn one, but round the outside goes the Haas of Lacton. There's still wheel to wheel, and it looks like Matthias is going to get involved to make this a three-wide moment here. Is Matthias going to try up the inside of the McLaren? No, he sticks behind him, but Matthias into sixth as well. Igor is into the pits. He's put on the hard tyre. He has not had as much success on the softs as Edgen has.
No, I mean, I think that's probably the right decision. If you're at the back, you're not really losing anything. Just try something different, see if it works. I don't think they'll go for the end from here, though.
Nope, it's going to be a long race from here. Still a long way to go. Edgen's tyres, of course, will drop off at some point. We'll keep you an eye on that for everyone. But at the moment, everyone's trying to stick with their drivers, and it's kind of going all right at the moment. I just did have a quick look. Safety cars are on standard.
I'm very surprised that instant start didn't cause one, though.
Fudge picks up the first 3-second time penalty of the race. It was going to come, wasn't it? It was coming.
It was coming. Track limits here are absolutely, you know, they're very hard to stay within, and it is such a short lap that, you know, you are going to really feel those penalties when it comes to the end of the race.
They are for sure. MKL absolutely rapid at the moment. Fastest lap of the race, looking to chase down the two cars in front of Jagu and Mizzy. Mizzy goes around the outside of Sir Jagu, and Sir Jagu parks his car perfectly to stop MKL making the double overtake happen. While all this battle is going on, Edgen is trying to pull away on those soft tyres. We've got another yellow flag here in the first sector. It's Fudge, who I believe has spun round. I don't know where he is right now. He's backwards in the gravel as he's reversing back onto the circuit. But luckily there's no one in his way, so he can just get back up to racing speed, but he's a long way back from the queue there.
Yeah, he really is. That is an unfortunate incident, and he's spinning around here again. It is very easy. The curbs are not your friends at Imola. I know that much. I mean, some of them are, especially around Aqua Minerale. You can get away with it for the most part as long as you're careful with the accelerator. But yeah, a lot of them touch them wrong, you're spinning out.
Spinning out for sure, but there's MKL really chasing down on the back of Sir Jagu. Sir Jagu, as we said, got a good start and he was moving his way through the grid, but now he's dropped a bit of time to maybe Mizzy, who has warmed up those hard tyres. They're finally looking like a actually decent race tyre to be on. They are obviously not a favoured choice for some drivers, personally myself, but there you go, MKL around the outside of Sir Jagu, straight move into third place, or is it because Sir Jagu is still there? No, Sir Jagu has backed out now. No point fighting a losing battle. Look at lacking that ERS as well for Sir Jagu.
Yeah, he's done everything he can to defend, but he's now got to struggle to get past MKL, and he's now got Mizzy next on his list.
Yep, he's trying to move himself up through the grid as he looks to chase down Edgen, who is about 2.8 seconds ahead of Mizzy. Tyre wear, of course, for Edgen is going to be coming into effect soon, but because it's not a very warm day here at Imola, I wonder how much of effect it actually will have on his tyres. The track probably isn't that warm. I know there's a lot of fast corners around here, but it might not kill his tyres as soon as we'd think.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. I think that might also be some of the reason why his hard runners have been struggling so much. The track temperature just isn't there for them to warm them up quickly.
Yep, and it's why the medium runners have started a bit better. Of course, a lot of the drivers decided to start on the mediums. A few did start on the hards. Obviously, Mizzy, Matthias, Kaz, and Lacton, who was on pole, is now running down in 7th place. Clearly had better qualifying pace than race pace. But here we go, MKL coming down the main straight now. DRS is so powerful around this circuit, and he's just going to breeze past the Mercedes man. Sir Jagu a bit too far back to capitalise on any moves that may be happening in front. But now MKL's released into second and will look to chase down Edgen.
Yeah, even that little bit of clear air just ahead of him is definitely going to help. He won't have any DRS advantage compared to Mizzy behind, who already now in the slipstream of MKL appears to be gaining just a little bit of speed. So we'll have to see how this plays out, or whether staying behind and keep out DRS is the better play.
Yeah, we will definitely have to see. Lap 6 of this 32-lap race here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Why isn't it just called the San Marino Grand Prix? It would make it so much easier.
Because technically it's not in San Marino.
Yeah, I know, but don't you prefer the San Marino Grand Prix? I think it sounds nicer.
I don't know. It's Amelia I can't even say it. I was about to say
Amelia.
it rolls, but
You just said it wrong, and now my brain goes, "That's not how you say it."
yeah,
So I now can't say it again. Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. That's how you say it.
yeah.
Or as Prof says it, the Autodroma Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. That was my Crofty impression. I hope you enjoyed it.
It wasn't a great Crofty impression, but
How dare you?
you know, it's
I
fine.
could replace Crofty.
You could replace Crofty. Okay, I'll get in contact with my contact at Sky
Your sources, yeah, your sources.
and
I'd have tomato ketchup, please. Thanks.
I'll get you on the commentary team.
Yeah, I'd do better. Oh, Missy! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh!
No! Oh no! That's got to be a safety car, and it is. Mizzy, we were just talking about Crofty, and it's just been a Crofty moment. Mizzy spun round and was caught on the curb. Matthias had to take evasive action, but Callis couldn't, and Callis went straight head on into Mizzy. Nothing Mizzy could do, nothing Callis could do, and they're both out of this race. We have a safety car here on lap 7. Oh, that's what I like to call a racing incident in this sport.
That was I didn't actually see the incident. I was watching a battle slightly further back, but I saw Calcis hitting the stationary car of Mizzy. So
Yeah, Mizzy basically what happened, turn 1, hit the sausage curbs, went a bit wide, lost the rear end, spun round, couldn't move out of the way in time. Matthias almost went straight into them, but Matthias' quick reaction times moved them out of the way. We're going to see any drivers pitch. Surely Edgen's going to take this opportunity for a free stop.
I would have to assume so. Get rid of those soft tyres. They have now done 7 laps, so we'll see. I would assume he does enter the pit lane.
Yeah,
What do you reckon he'll put on? Do you reckon hard to go to the end? Or
I put on another set of softs personally, but you know, let's see what he does.
looks like MKL takes the lead of the race. Those medium tyres he thinks are still good to race on.
We put mediums on.
Edgin's put the mediums on. It looks like is Raid also pitting? No, it's just pit critic a while to go back into their area. So that's Edgin, Jagu, Matthias, Aim, Duck, Abdul, and Matty and Fernando all pitting for fresh tyres under the safety car.
Yes, that is what they've decided to do. A lot of drivers deciding to stay out. It will help some drivers down the grid that got caught up in incidents early on. So the guys that decided to stay out, your top 3 of MKL, Lacton, and Raid, all deciding to stay out on their 7-lap old tyres. Interesting decision. Especially Raid, because you think he wasn't close enough to Edgen to cause a double stack, and they're now going to be side by side. I'm sure Raid's going to let him past, but you know, just a bit interesting.
Indeed, and as we're now on the safety car, we're on lap 8, and after lap 8, your positions have changed a lot actually. We have MKL is up 9 positions but hasn't yet pit. You've got Lacton down 1 position, Raid's up 9 but also hasn't pit, Edgin's up 1, Jagu's up 2, and Mattice is up 3. And then you've got Aim down 1, Abdul up 7, Duck is down 1, Scrub's up 8. Scrub is having a very good race so far. I'm not sure if he's pit yet or not.
I don't think he has.
So if not, then maybe he'll lose a few more. But you got Matty is where he started. Fernando's up 4, Fudges again where he started. Igor's up 3, RT Game is down 1, and Mini is up 3. Mostly take those places from the retirees.
Yes, of course. We've had 3 retirements in this race. Aku, who retired on the opening lap, Callis and Mizzy all retiring during this race. But yep, we're under the safety car here at Imola. This is round 2 of season 8 here at DRC, and we're currently looking at a very interesting race after a safety car that was caused by Mizzy colliding with Callis. Both unfortunately just caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time. The stewards, I don't think, will take too much of a harsh look at that one. So yeah, this will be an interesting race from here. Edgen is in prime position at the moment. Obviously, current net race leader because the 3 actual drivers that haven't pitted will need to pit in this race. But it's now up to really MKO and Lacton to try and just sort of pull away from this pack. Raid's going to let his teammate pass, surely. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes from there. Of course, Jagu's going to be rapid. Matthias, we know, is always quick. Aim, I'd say Aim's quite high up there for 7th place. So it'll be really interesting to see what they can do in their Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, your tyres, just before the safety car restarts, which I assume it will at the end of this lap, you have MKL on the front with old mediums, Laxton old hards, Raid old mediums, and you've got Edgin on new mediums, Serjago on new hards, Matthijs on new mediums, and then down to 11th are all on new hards except for Scrub, who's on old hards, and then from there most people have also pit, apart from Igor, who is running on old hards.
Yeah, Igor pitted towards the opening lap, but the safety car is in on this lap. We have, as we said, 16 drivers left in this Grand Prix. Obviously, they say the rules, safety cars do tend to lead to safety cars. We do hope that's not the case here, but it's a track that always tends to breed a safety car, and it looks like Lacton and MKL getting rather close to each other. Of course, the new directive, the new rules for this for the last seasons is you can't go side by side with your opponent. That was obviously changed after the infamous Abu Dhabi 2021 moment where Lewis viciously pulled alongside Max under the last safety car to try and you know, put him off.
Well, the other way around,
so to
wasn't
speak.
it?
But anyway, here we go. We're going to restart here at Imola as the safety car is gone.
Safety car's in the pits.
Yeah, just MKL's taking his time. And he's gone. He's gone. He's absolutely pounced on them. And Lacton was not expecting it. And he's been caught napping a little bit. And here we go. The overtakes are going to be happening. Edgen take the first one. He's straight past his teammate. He's going to look to try and get Lacton into turn one. Matthijs is also moving places as well. Past Jagu. And Edgen cannot get past Lacton into turn one. Scrub is past Duck. Or is Duck trying to get past Scrub? They battle into turn one. And the Alpha Tauri gets past the Mercedes driver. And he's losing his place.
Edgen's gone straight past Laxton.
Edgen straight past Lacton. His 2-lap-old medium tyres working brilliantly here at the start of the restart here at the safety case. Now going to be looking to get the lead of the race back off of MKL. Matthijs also looking very rapid on his new set of tyres. A new set of tyres in this game is absolutely ridiculous sometimes. They just feel like you're on rails in most places. But here we go. Edgen looking closer and closer to retake the lead of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Trying to go around the outside of the chicane. That's not going to work. I do appreciate your attempt, Edgen, but no one goes around the outside of there. Copy to me doing it later in my league race and ending in failure. But Edgen still trying to move past MKL. Surely it's going to be a straight
Matthijs and Raid, they can't make contact. One of the advertising boards has been just blown up, basically.
Oh. No damage at the moment.
Doesn't look like there's any damage.
It's good to see, but there we go. Here we go. It's going to be an easy overtake for Edgen. He's going to go straight past MKL. MKL will do as much defending as he can. They still battle wheel to wheel into turn one, but Edgen can't do anything but pray, and he's into... Sorry, MKL can't do anything but pray, but Edgen up into the lead, and he is officially cemented there as Matthijs is battling with Lacton. This is for the final podium place, and he's up ahead of Lacton as well as Matthijs looks to chase down the man in second place, MKL. We're going to see Matthijs versus Edgen for the lead of a Grand Prix as Sir Jack is trying to get battle past Raid. Oh, Raid, you old bastard. He's being the blocker. Edgen's got a 3-second time penalty. Oh, it's all gone wrong at the front for Edgen. That could be a huge blow to his race win.
Yeah, absolutely could be. We've seen 3-second penalties decide the races previously already this season. So we'll have to see how this goes. But this battle here for for fifth position is absolutely...
Both laughing at Raid.
It's absolutely thrilling. Raid is just actually putting his car in all the right positions to stop Jagu getting past right now.
It's absolute frustration for Sir Jagu. It's absolute joy for Raid. He knows exactly what he's doing. He loves to get into a driver's head, does Raid. Sir Jagu will try and get the move done on this occasion. DRS is still not enabled though, so he's going to have to use some old-fashioned overtake and some old-fashioned guts and grit to try and get past this man. Raid will close the door, but Sir Jagu's alongside him, but Raid's just perfectly placing that Aston Martin exactly where he needs, but he got a bit wide, Raid, to try and defend, but there we go, up the inside, Sir Jagu. Raid really pushing the limits of where he can defend, but Raid will not give this up, but he's gone a bit too deep, which is going to allow Sir Jagu to get a good exit. Can he go around the outside? But Raid once again just defends so well, And Sir Jagu must be getting frustrated now. He can't seem to get this move done. He has to wait for DRS. He wants to try and catch the guys in front because he knows exactly what Raid's doing. Can he go around the outside of Akko Minerani? It'd be brave, it'd be bold. Can he do it? No, he can't, because Raid once again defends so well. And he just can't force his way past. Is it going to have to be a dive bomb from him? But Raid keeps in the place. Duck's made a move as well on aim, but Raid has finally lost the rear end, and that could cost him. There's a yellow flag in the background. We're trying to keep an eye on this battle between Sir Jagu and Raid, and I think Sir Jagu backed out of it because he needs the DRS.
It looked a lot like an Alpine and I think a Red Bull went round, so I'm not sure what happened there in the back. But it's looking like Raid here now is going to lose his position. Jagu is straight past that. DRS is too powerful around here, and that is going.
Here comes Duck. Oh, Duck down the inside, and Raid's not going to be happy about that one. He's been pushed wide, and he's going to allow Aim to get the move done as well. Oh, Raid just losing places. And, oh, Raid's now down into 8th place. His brave defence against Jagu may have ended his own chances of points in this race, but it's absolutely given an opportunity to edge in. But look at Matty's still up the inside of Raid, and Raid will not give up any more places, but he might have to on this occasion. Matty refuses to give up this place, and Raid, he's still there, mate. He's still up your inside. You've got to give him a bit of respect. And Matty pushes Raid a bit wide. There's a bit of a tussle going on between these two this afternoon. Matty refuses to back out, and Raid refuses to give in. But your tyres are gone, mate, and he's absolutely gone now. He's shot, and it's going to allow Fernando to make a move too into the chicane. Fernando is past Raid, or is he? Because Raid's still defending. He pushes Fernando a bit wide, and Fernando will come back on the circuit alongside him. Raid, surely you got to give this one up now, mate. I appreciate the attempt in this battle, but Fernando's going to go around the outside. Raid keeps it up the inside. He taps side pods with him, and they're still wheel to wheel, but Raid's got no tyres left. He's still battling out bravely, and Fernando bats out of it, but there's Mini trying to go around the outside of both of them, and Mini's made a move. Fernando's made the move. Raid's down, out of the points, and it's all over for Raid now.
Raid went from running at the front to running outside the points in just a matter of a lap. That was a massive lap to watch. Just everyone you just saw streaming past. Those tyres die so quickly. He's still trying to go for it though. He's not done with Fernando yet.
Yep, Fernando not done with him either. Very aggressive defending from Fernando, but nothing Raid shouldn't worry about. But that absolutely brilliant defending of Sir Jagu especially really has cost Sir Jagu now because he spent so long battling with Raid. It's allowed Edgin to pull away, along with Matthias as well. Matthias is not exactly catching Edgin, but at the moment he doesn't need to. He is about 3.4 seconds, which is down too much on what Edgin's penalty is. Edgin's penalty is only 3 seconds, but there's still a long way to go in this race. Sir Jagu is slowly catching up MKL, who's yet to pit, as we've mentioned. So still a lot to happen in this race, but that section of the race will be known as the Raid defense. Raids are usually more of attacking form, but he's defending today.
Indeed. I mean, sometimes you've just got to raid to defend. You never know. It's
Exactly. How many raid puns can we make?
and raid enters the pit lane.
Ah, the raid is over.
Restocking supplies. We'll go again next time.
Yeah. Mission failed. Back to the race. Ducks. Can I say, this Duckman is very good in the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, absolutely. Up there in 5th. Didn't have the greatest qualifying, but is running very high right now.
Yeah. Not in that sense, but he's running high in the race, we should say. In terms of positions, none of our drivers are under any influence.
That we know of.
Edgin maybe, he's out of the question a lot of the time. But, you know, at the moment, he's leading the race. He's doing a damn good job of it as well.
Indeed. He's what, almost 5 seconds now ahead of Matthias, and Matthias isn't a slow driver, so...
No, Matthias is no slow driver.
Edgin clearly showing the...
Oh.
Raid's day is...
It goes from bad to worse.
It really does. I think we said that in many races for many drivers, but this is one of those things where it well and truly has gone from bad to worse. And Edgin, we talk, he's gained 5 tenths.
Yeah, it's done a 17.0, which is the fastest lap of the race. So Jagu is going to get past MKL here, and MKL has that sinking feeling that once again, things have just not gone his way this afternoon. Did he need to stay out under that safety car?
Probably not. I mean, he should have pit. Most other people pitted. He might have lost a couple of positions, but having the correct tyres for the situation would probably be worth it compared to where both Raid and MKL are currently sat.
Yeah, it looks to have worked for some drivers. Matthias, of course, one of those did pit under the safety car, is now running in second place. Scrub picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. Not been the best afternoon for the Scrub Lord, as he's down in 14th place. I'm not being rude, that's just what I call him, all right? And he got himself Scrub, that's not on me. So,
yeah, it's self-inflicted, isn't it?
yeah. So, is it Duck? Is that how we say his name?
I haven't been told otherwise yet, so...
Oh, Fernando's retired from the session. Oh, safety car!
Fernando has crashed ex-Team Aqua Minerale, it appears.
Oh, no. He's done... Oh, I think he's done a Charles Leclerc. Yeah, he's done a Leclerc. Well, it's allowed... Edgen is just pulled into the right time for Edgen. He's into the pits.
Jagu takes the lead of the race.
He stays out. Hard tyre runners staying out here. Edgen puts on a fresh set of mediums along with Matthias. And they're all deciding that a fresh set is better than track position, and I think they're right.
Absolutely. I wouldn't want to be on these hards right now. Like, Duck, Jagu, I believe, AIM as well. I don't...
RD.
And RD Gamer as well stays out, takes 4th position, but they're all on used hards. I would have pit personally if I were any of those drivers.
Yeah, I made a mistake last weekend with a couple of weekends ago where I decided that track position was better than new tyres, and it just wasn't. New tyres was the best option.
The only time that track position is better is if you've got 1 or 2 laps left in the race.
Yep, or you're in Monaco.
Or you're in Monaco, absolutely.
Because you may have the oldest tyres in the world, and some guy behind you may have the newest softs in the world, but he's not getting past you.
Not without causing a collision, anyway.
No. So Raid is now going to be back into this race on 2-lap-old hard tyres, but everyone in front of him on the mediums. The mediums at the moment seem like the better race tyre.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And at this point in the race, those mediums can make it to the end. Those that have just put them on.
Yes. It'll be very interesting now. Of course, we're on lap 17 of 32. Obviously, welcome if you've just joined us. Welcome to DRC, powered by Milestone. We're here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. This is our second safety car of the afternoon. Our first safety car was caused by the collision between Callas and Mizzy. And our second safety car was caused by Fernando crashing into the wall, similar to Charles Leclerc in 2022. A double DNF for Alpine. That's not very good.
No, that's absolutely not what they want to see. We only have 14 drivers left as well. It's been a high retirement race, all things considered.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised it is Imola. Imola has a history of crashes, so...
It does, yes, it does.
It does tend to happen quite often.
I guess we'll do some... Should we do some Imola facts?
If you've got some more Imola facts, I'm all for it.
Of course I've got some more Imola facts.
Looks up the Wikipedia page.
I'm full of Imola facts. Right, well, who is the most successful driver around Imola?
Lacton is disconnected.
That's not good. He'll be back. He's got time to join back. So yeah, who has the most wins around the around this circuit?
Do
you reckon?
Do I reckon? Well, Imola only came back recently, if I remember correctly.
Yes, but remember it was on the calendar a very long time before it was taken away.
What year was it taken away before I make my guess?
2002.
I'm gonna say.
Or 1.
I'm gonna say Schumacher has the most wins.
I believe that is correct. I'm just gonna have a quick look. Give me a second.
Obviously, I'll talk about Michael Schumacher, not Mick Schumacher. 'Cause,
yes. Oh yes. Sorry. Hang on. It's I've got to do that one. Yeah. So yeah. So the most wins around here is Michael Schumacher. He has 7 victories around this circuit.
Pretty impressive. Also, our safety car is restarting.
Yeah, safety car's in this lap. I just want to let you know the only other drivers with multiple wins around here are Ayrton Senna, Alan Prost, Nigel Mansell, Damon Hill, and Max Verstappen.
Very nice.
Well, technically, Max Verstappen has the most wins around the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. This is obviously that was the San Marino circuit, so they're technically different racetracks.
Okay. Well,
But anyway, Sir Jagu, can he write his name in the history books to win the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix? Lap 18 of 32, he decided that track position was better over new tyres, and there's going to be a charging Edgen from P5 as the race resumes here on lap 18, and we're going to see what can Edgen do on this restart. How many positions can he gain? Matthias will try and follow him through because he may lose him very quickly if he doesn't get on with things. Matthias, I thought he was going to go for a dive down the inside of Edgen. He looked at an opportunity for one. Edgen will get frustrated behind drivers if he can't make moves quickly. He's not going to make one there because Ardy's still there. Matthias will make one if he sees a gap. He will go for it. MKL's still in this fight too because he's now on 2-lap old hard tyres. So MKL's been brought back into the back. Round the outside goes Edgen, and he's made the move past RD Gamer, and he's up into fourth place. Matthias gets past RD as well. He's not going to stick behind the Williams man for long. MKL follows his way through. Lacton follows his way through. RD dropping down the order. It was a mistake to keep him out on those hard tyres, but he decided to stick it out to see what would happen. If it was 1 lap to go, I might understand it. AIM just backs out of that one. He is not battling with Edgen. I can understand why. There's no need to ruin your own race. He's just trying to stick it out. But that's cost Matthias because he got held up by the Alfa Romeo. Can he go around the outside? Matthias here on AIM. He's going to need to make the moves quickly to try and follow Edgen through, and he's already down 9/10 on him, almost a second.
Yeah, absolutely. And Edgen is wasted absolutely no time, and now getting past Duck as well for second position makes it look absolutely effortless. And in fact, he's catching on Jagu as well. Edgen just has unrivaled pace right now.
He was trying to go for the lead, and he's absolutely put Sir Jagu off. Sir Jagu's absolutely shat himself into turn 1 because he saw Edgen go for a dive bomb. It's allowed Duck to get up the inside as well, but Duck backs out of it. He doesn't think he's got the grip, and MKL's past AIM. You know what, to be fair, Sir Jagu probably did the right thing, but Edgen did the absolute brilliant thing. And a classic Fernando Alonso move. He pulled to try and make the overtake and just didn't go for it because he knew he could put the driver off behind. And there's Matthias moving up into 3rd place, and he's up into 3rd now as he looks to get Sir Jagu for 2nd. MKL making the charge too.
Yeah, absolutely. This is an absolute charge for both Edgen and Matthias. You know they want that 1-2. I mean, they're not even on the same team, but it feels almost like they're working together in a way.
Oh, Mini around the outside of AIM. That's going to be a bold move if he could do it into the chicane, and he's done it. He's up into 6th place. Great move from Mini there. He's up into 6th. I don't know if that's his actual name, but that's what I've got written down. So as MKL's up into 4th, and Matthias up into 2nd. He's ahead of Sir Jagu, and MKL will look to join the party with getting past the Williams man as well. We're on lap 21 of 32. Edgen with the new fastest lap. And can MKL have the straight line speed to get past the Williams driver? He's going to use some ERS to burn to get closer to Sir Jagu, but Sir Jagu, of course, has slipstream from Matthias in front. But MKL will have the better grip. He will have the better traction out of the corner, but he's going to stick behind him for another lap.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of time. Also, Edgen's got to worry about that 3-second penalty that he's got to his name as well.
But he's jetting away.
He is.
2.9. He's gone.
He's now just crossed that 3-second barrier.
Yep, he's out of it without even having to say anything. You said it, Mackie. Commentator Curse reversed him this afternoon. That's quite impressive.
Yes, I've invented a new thing.
You broke the commentator curse by reversing it. And both Haas drivers passed AIM now. AIM's just dropping through the order. I think they're trying to hold on to their points, but when you've got old tyres on, it's not going to work. I think trying to hold them up for Igor, really, because Igor was on a new set of tyres, but it's just not worked out for Alfa Romeo here. And Igor's now have to get past AIM because he's going to drop down to scrub. There you go. AIM pulled to left-hand side to allow his teammate through. It's good work from Alfa Romeo, but I'm sure AIM would have loved to hold them up a bit more. And now AIM's job is to hold up scrub to not allow Igor to be caught.
Oh, there's a bit of a back-end loss there for Mini, and that's going to allow Lacton to go through. For the Alpha Tauris to swap. Everyone's changing positions. MKL's now ahead of Jagu into 3rd position, takes podium position. And it looks like these Alpha Tauris are switching positions potentially after the front one did lose their rear end just a little bit. They've got Lacton really threatening from behind. Alongside now, pulls back in behind for the corner. Probably a sensible idea. Wait for a more opportune moment to go past, like into the hairpin. Has the inside line for Lacton, and Lacton goes past. He's now ahead on the exit, and Lacton takes 6th position. That was a beautiful move.
Yeah, the drivers that stayed out on those hard tyres may be starting to regret it now because they are really starting to struggle. see the advantage of new tyres in this year's game. It does sound like a stupid comment, but honestly, compared to last year, I don't remember new tyres getting so much of an advantage compared to, say, like even 10-lap-old tyres.
Yeah, well, the last game was awful, so it's no real
Yeah,
comparison.
that's true. It was horrendous. One of the worst pieces of stuff I've ever had to commentate on.
I think it's one. I think it's.
And I've had to commentate on Overwatch 2, so, you know.
So have I. It's.
God, never again.
Yeah, never again. I really don't like commentating Overwatch 2.
No. But Mini's going to go for the move. First, Sir Jagu, this is going to be fourth place for AlphaTauri, and I don't think Sir Jagu's going to be able to defend it, but look at Lacton. Look at Lacton, straight line speed with the DRS open. Look around the outside of Sir Jagu, and Sir Jagu just can't do anything. Oh, Matty's round. Matty's round. He's hit by Fudge. He's hit by Igor. There's a few bumps and bruises.
Oh!
Oh my God, RD's game is still facing the right direction after that one. That was close. But Igor's also dropping down the order. We have a yellow flag in the first sector. For Fudge, there's no safety car out. That's the last thing anyone wants, is another safety car. Would really change this race up again. But yeah, AIM back up into 10th. Igor will feel a bit hard done by that. He's just been caught in an incident that wasn't anything to do with him, and I think he's got front wing damage. Yeah, you can see on his left-hand side he's got front wing damage.
I do believe Duck touched Matty, and that caused him to go around.
Yeah, Duck trying to defend Matty into turn 1, and it was just a bit too aggressive. Maybe from both of them. We'll see how that plays out in Steward's room. But anyway, Mini, on the other hand, is closing on MKL here for what could be a possible, I believe, first podium here in DRC.
In, I believe, his first race.
An Italian team on the podium in their home race. It's unheard of.
For a long time, that's unheard of anyway.
Yes. Do you remember AlphaTauri's last podium in Formula 1?
That would be Pierre Gasly.
Yeah.
In Italy, 2021.
No. That was their last win was 2020 in Monza, but their last podium was Baku 2021.
Oh, okay.
Where Pierre Gasly finished third place.
I was thinking of Gasly's win.
Gasly's win was very famous.
It was.
It was the afternoon where we learned the 2020 Mercedes wasn't invincible. It just was. It just couldn't overtake, as it turned out.
Yeah.
Mercedes built a car that was so dominant they thought, let's just put it out in front, so you know, let's just make sure it's fast enough so we don't have to overtake anyone and we'll be fine.
And then the moment they're behind someone, it's.
It just struggled. Well, actually, let me preface that. If you're Valtteri Bottas and you're behind someone in the 2020 Mercedes, you can't overtake someone.
Yeah, I mean, Bottas isn't the greatest driver in the world.
You know, he was pacing one lap qualifying, but his racecraft is one of the worst I've ever seen in Formula 1 history. That's not even a joke.
And we've had Pastor Maldonado in F1.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
You know.
Pastor Maldonado was also very pacey and won that pace. Mini, on the other hand. You're seeing a pattern there, I know. Maldonado only has actually a handful of results where he's finished the Grand Prix. That's genuinely a true fact.
And one of them's a win.
Yeah, one of them is a win. Very famous. 2012 Spain. Never forget it, everyone. Matty has picked up a penalty just to add to his misery this afternoon. Mini is the closest battle on track at the moment. We've got Duck still along with Jagu. These guys are on the 17-lap-old hard tyres. AIM will probably get a point here, being in 10th place and with Igor 32 seconds behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Raid is battling Scrub very closely as well. So I think a few positions are yet to change this race. We have 8 laps remaining.
8 laps remaining. Matthias is pacey enough to keep in front of MKL, but Mini is still very much in the hunt for the last place on the podium. But will these medium tyres run out before he gets there?
It's entirely possible. I don't know what the exact ages of everyone's tyres are. If I can just
he's had a bit of a snap there.
Bring that information up. Yeah, I think they'll make it. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'm worried about Jagu and Duck's tyres though, and AIM as well.
Yeah. They're going to struggle. They're definitely going to struggle. Yeah, I think Igor's taken 2 seconds out of AIM in this lap alone, just to prove how bad those tyres are. Raid's got past Scrub, and he's down the main straight. Raid up into 8th place. Raid might actually score some points this afternoon after some, let's say, heroic defending. Mostly on Sir Jagu.
He just Fernando Alonso'd it.
Yeah, he did Fernando Alonso. I'll give him credit where credit's due. The man that does deserve credit at the moment, edging 6.9 seconds out in front.
Yeah, and even
The
with that 3-second penalty, he's absolutely
Yeah.
fine as things stand. Unless,
man's
of
a
course,
machine.
we get another safety car, then edging might be worrying.
Matthias picks up a 3-second time penalty.
That changes a lot.
That drops him off the podium.
As things do stand, yes, it would.
Yeah, because even if Mini doesn't get past MKL, he will get a podium here, and he will finish in third. But if he get past MKL, he finishes in second.
I can imagine Matthias is going to try and find everything he can in that car to build that 3-second gap.
He's going to need it. He's going to absolutely need it. But yeah, there we go. Mini now has an opportunity to be basically net P2, but he has to get past MKL first. MKL did make a mistake on that lap, but it wasn't big enough for Mini to capitalize on what could be a P2. What a start that would be to your racing career here on DRC. One of the only other drivers to finish P2 on their debut, Kevin Magnussen, in Australia 2014. Finished on the podium, his only podium in Formula One. I think that proves where his career went after that race.
And I saw a stat that Piastri is one of the first rookies in a while to score a podium in the rookie season.
Yeah, of course, Lewis Hamilton also scoring podiums in his rookie season. And I can't remember anyone else.
I'm sure Max must have.
No, he didn't.
Did he not?
He finished P4 twice in his debut season. He wasn't in he wasn't in Toro Rosso, to be fair, at the time.
That's true.
Let's be
Piastri's
honest.
got a pretty good car for his rookie season. That's, you know.
When people say that Lewis had a better rookie season than Max, they said, yeah, well, of course he did, because Lewis was in a bloody rocket ship of a McLaren, and Max was in a Toro Rosso. He was in a Toro Rosso in the turbo hybrid era against Mercedes. What was he meant to do? He was 16 years old when he joined the sport, for Christ's sake.
They had to make a whole new rule because of Max. I mean,
yeah, they literally changed the rules so he could, to try and stop him driving, but he was already committed. But anyway, Mini is not pit stop driving this afternoon. He really wants this podium place. He knows he already has it with Matthias' time penalty, or does he? Because MKL appears to be dropping back a bit.
Just a little bit. It's about 2 tenths in the last lap. I don't think anything for Mini to truly worry about, because if it stays at that pace, it'll be close. It'll be close.
Definitely be close, that's for sure. So about 2.3 seconds the gap between Matthias and Mini at the moment. Nothing to worry about right now, but Mini will know. But MKL makes another mistake. He's gone wide again there. I wonder how many warnings he's on. He's done that twice now. That could be 2 warnings MKL's on, which means he only needs 1 more for a 3-second time penalty of his own, and that would absolutely be a delight to Mini.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, either of these drivers getting a penalty right now would be an absolute disaster for them both. I mean, they both finish ahead of Lacton as things do stand with that 3.2 second gap. But it's you don't want to be kicked off the podium because of a penalty.
No, that is the worst way to lose a podium. I got lost the championship because of it. You don't want to lose just because of a time penalty. But this is Mini's moment. He's decided this is his time to strike, and he's gone straight past MKL like a rocket ship. And he's up into P3, which is, as it stands, net P2 due to Matthias' 3-second time penalty. So MKL will still finish on the podium, but he needs to stick with Mini. But look how much time Mini gained on Matthias there.
Yeah, I know, it's insane. Mini is the faster driver to MKL right now. MKL, you can just see he's dropped back 8 tenths in just a few corners he's had. And in fact, Mini's just got to put in a purple sector 1. I
think Mini wants he wants it on track. He doesn't care about time penalties. He wants the man. Mini, do you not know who that man is? That's Matthias. He's not going to let you past. He's not going to wave you through.
Welcome back and forth from the ad break. In the ad break, Mini got past MKL and is now on track for podium. MKL is still on track for podium due to penalties. And if you want to avoid the ads
Matthias
next
made a
time,
mistake.
you can always sub.
Sorry, yeah, press the sub button so you don't see ads, so you can hear us waffling. But it looks like, from what I was saying in the ad break, it looks like Mini. Oh my goodness me, I think Mini's pushed too hard. He might have pushed a bit too hard because his tyres may be a bit too warm there. You saw how much time he gained on Matthias, but then lost it during the final corner. This is MKL's chance to retake 3rd place, but he's dropping back. He's sticking behind him for now. You can see the flashing light on Mini's car. What does that mean?
It means he has harvested energy. It means his ERS is flat.
Yep, he's below 10%, which is also going to really hamper him down the back straight. That could cost him a photo. But again, look how much time he's gained on Matthias.
Indeed,
1.2
I
seconds
think
now.
Matthias' tyres are completely gone.
Could be. They both could be struggling. Obviously, the graining phase in this game is horrendous, as we all know. It could really be struggling for both drivers. MKL, of course, on the hard tyre, which means they will last longer. But 1.2 seconds now, 1.1 seconds. But is Matthias baiting him here? We know what Matthias is like. Does he want this fight?
He might want this fight. I mean, it's a bit risky. I'd personally be trying to build a gap, but also we know Matthias is a very, very aggressive defender.
He'll try and defend it as much as he can. Igor picks up a 3-second time, but it won't matter too much for him because he's down in 11th place. Has caught about 13 seconds on his teammate just to prove how bad AIM's tyres are at the moment. But here goes MKL. He's dumping the battery. He knows he can get past Mini here, and there's nothing Mini can do about it. And MKL back up into 3rd place, and he's ahead of Mini, and MKL's now net P2.
MKL is net P2. Matthias is going to be here wondering, is this my podium gone? Because it's looking a lot like Matthias' podium is gone. He's not got long to gain at least 1.5 seconds to keep his 3rd place.
Yeah, yellow flag. That is just RD Gamer moving out of the way. He's just come out of the pits on a new set of tyres to try the fastest lap attempt. But yeah, as we said, Matthias' podium slipping out of his hands here at Imola. Something that's not slipping out of his hands is Edgin's victory here. He's comfortably out in front ahead of Matthias. 10.1 seconds now the gap. That's exactly the gap we expected at the start of this season from Edgin. And he's decided to finally turn up here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And he's now about 9.9. He's decided to drop back a bit. It felt a bit bad. But yeah, there we go. Edgin gets another 3-second time, but it won't matter. It's now on 6 seconds. That's not going to affect anything. Matthias maybe kicking himself. He's backed up a bit because he might have been able to stick with him.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Matthias now has 2 drivers within his 3-second window and only 1 lap to try and, I don't know, find 2 seconds. I don't know if he's not going to be able to do it.
He won't do it. This is the last lap of the Grand Prix here. Mini is close to MKL. He needs to get past him, though. MKL is currently P2. Mini is only P3. I'm sure Mini will be pleased with a podium on his debut, but he'd want that P2 on his debut. We've got a yellow flag in the final sector. That is just for RD Gamer, who's backing up to begin his last flying lap to try and get the fastest lap point. But Mini, I don't think there's going to be a lot of opportunities. Not a lot of places to pass in this middle part of the circuit. Matthias will finish P2 on track by the looks of it, unless he makes a horrendous mistake in the final sector. But for our race leader, he's coming through the chicane now. He obviously put it, I think it was, what, 4th on the grid, 5th on the grid, and he's now leading the race. He started on the soft tyre, he went on to the mediums, he went on to the mediums again, and now he's going to come around the final couple of corners to get back to winning ways here in DRC. Edgin will cross the line to win in Imola. He wins the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Matthias will come home on track in 2nd place for Red Bull Racing, but unfortunately, due to 3-second time penalty, he'll drop off the podium. MKL finishes in 2nd, and Mini, on his debut here in DRC, will pick up a well-deserved podium. He finishes 3rd on the road. Lockton in 5th, Jagu in 6th, Duck in 7th, followed by Raid, who will finish 8th. Scrub will finish in P9. AIM will pick up a point for Alfa Romeo on those shot tyres, and we wait to see our other drivers crossing the line. RD Gamer to cross the line. Will he get fastest lap? He does. 15.6 is the fastest lap, and he will pick up. Well, he won't pick up any points, but he'll take it away from Edgin. So Edgin will not get the full 26 points this afternoon. Mackie, that is the end of our race with Igor finishing in 11th and Matty in 12th. Great race here in Imola.
Yeah, absolutely. Shame for Matthias, really, getting that 3-second penalty and then just not being able to keep ahead. But yeah, MKL there. How many times have we said this? Taking advantage of penalties. It's genuinely a really good strategy.
Yeah, you got to be in it to win it. That's what you got to be. You don't have to technically win every race. You just have to be consistent. Driver of the day goes to Mini. I don't think I can argue with it.
No, absolutely not. That was a brilliant race from Mini. Showed some brilliant defending, some brilliant attacking, and well-deserved podium.
And there is your race winner, Edgin, on the podium. Top step of the podium once again. He's back in DRC racing. He didn't have the best race in Brazil, but he's back, officially back. And we'll see what he can do in the future for the Aston Martin team. We're going to get our drivers in for interviews very shortly. So Edgin, Brain, work for me, please. MKL,
And Mini.
and
Yeah.
of course Mini. Assume it's just at Mini, I would assume.
I hope so.
I don't know. Maybe someone can let us know. If it's Mini, Edgin, let me know what Mini's tag is on thing while you read out the final results.
Well,
Mackie.
your final results are Edgin takes a absolutely amazing win. Even though having 6-second penalty, finishes 6 seconds ahead of MKL, then Mini, then Matthijs, who lost out because of some penalties. Lacton, Jagu, Duck, Raid, Scrub, and Aim, they are your top 10. Then you've got Igor, Matty, and RD Gamer, your final finishers. Then you've got Fudge McMuffin, who retired after crashing Aqua Minerali. Fernando, who I can't remember how Fernando retired. Abdul retired in a pit lane. Mizzy and Kalsas had a little incident going through the first few turns, and Aku crashed in turn 1.
Yes, he did. So we got our race winner.
It's Real Minitube is Mini.
At Real Minitube. There we go. Gotcha. I've added Real Minitube. We'll see if we get them in front of you. But Edgin's in there first. Should we bring in Edgin first? Why not? Let's bring in Edgin first.
Let's see. We haven't given
We'll give everyone
much time.
Yeah, we'll give the guys some time to find the session, to find the interview room. It's a strange place to cool down room. People like to call it the Max Verstappen podcast room, but as revealed last week in Japan, Max doesn't like podcasts.
I didn't see that part, but
Did you not see? Yeah.
No.
Lando said, "Is this the Max Verstappen? We're on the Max Verstappen podcast," and Oscar went with special guests with himself, and then Max says, "I don't even like podcasts."
Oh.
So
I don't.
the meme's dead.
I don't watch or listen to not many either, but
No.
occasionally listen to the the Flight Radar 24 one, because who isn't interested in aviation?
Planes. Yeah.
Planes, indeed. Yeah.
Well, we haven't got the other two in there, so I'm just going to bring Edge in.
Yeah. Where are they? MKL's always up for a chat.
Well, we're going to bring in your race winner first. Edgin, back in racing, back to winning ways. A dominant victory here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. You always had the pace in hand, I imagine, even with 6 seconds of time penalties. Edgin, you're back to winning ways. How was that race for you, mate?
Honestly, man, I've never won in Imola on any game. I always had the pace on the track because it's flowy. However, I've never won because stuff just happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I can promise you that I need to change a shirt and go take a shower.
Are you sweaty? Are you a sweaty boy?
Yeah, I felt I did basically what I did in Monza in 22, in just the level of tryhard basically. I got really lucky with the safety car, the second one especially. Otherwise, I would have had a really hard time with the medium tires. And then, yeah, I just basically pitted to match what Matthijs and MKO were gonna do, which was pit as well. And if I didn't, they would have caught me out, So I kind of just drove. That's it.
Well, I am a big fan of the two-stop strategy. The starting on softs felt like a message to my heart. I was very happy with you starting on the softs and then going medium. Whoa, you know how to get the juices flowing, Edge, and that's all I'm going to say. I love a two-stop, and it was great to see it happen. Obviously, safety cars played a part; they always do. But you said you kept it clean. Were you ever at all worried about Matthijs because he's a quick boy, he's a quick driver, and he also likes his aggressive dive bombs. Does that boy? So were you ever worried about him just sending one up the inside?
No, to be fair, he was very clean. I liked racing with him. I like racing with everyone. For me,
Yeah.
at the front, it was very fun. There was
It looked like a great race.
A lot of terrifying moments where I thought that maybe I would outbrake someone accidentally or something, but then it was I think overall it was a good race. I liked it. I had to pit for Matthijs. I literally the only reason I pit the second safety car was just MK on Matthijs because they would have gotten me if I didn't pit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I think it was necessary as well because MK obviously didn't pit under the first safety car, which I think was a mistake in the end because it might have given him the win if he'd pitted alongside you. But of course, there's no guarantee that there was another safety car. So it was what he thought at the time.
Yeah, I think what he planned out was actually okay. The second safety car, if it didn't come out, he would have been ahead of me.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
strategy, so I just
But
got lucky basically.
you got to be in it to win it, Edge, and that's what you got to be. So another race done. 2 races in this season, of course. Not the best race in Brazil, but you put that behind you. You picked up a win here in Imola. We jet off to the sunny skies of Portimao for next weekend's race. A track I personally quite enjoy racing. Are you a fan of Portimao?
You can remember what I did last time in Portimao, so we'll see.
Well, we will
But yeah.
see. You know, we always expected dominance, Edgen. So are we going to see another Edge in dominance title win?
I don't know. Everyone's really fast. Like even here, you have to push. Like
Yeah.
I'm drained. Yeah.
Well, Sir Jagu definitely seemed to have some pace this
Yeah,
season.
he
I
was
don't
he
know
was pacey.
that man's quick. But yeah, thank you, Edgen, for joining us. Your race winner for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix or the San Marino Grand Prix, depending on what your choices are. You're now in an exclusive category, Edgen. Only Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton have run around this circuit.
You know what? I'll take that.
Yeah.
That circuit's a pain, and I wish to never see it again. Regardless, it's a great circuit to drive, man. But races on it are so difficult, and
Yeah.
finding the little areas to overtake is just difficult. But yeah,
Well, if the cars were slightly smaller, then it wouldn't be so bad. But
it would be great. But
because they're so wide, this is the issue.
yeah,
But anyway, thank you for racing. Hope to see you on the podium in Portimao. We'll chat to you then, mate.
yeah, man. See you guys.
All right. Thank you, Edgen. And we're going to bring in your second place finisher for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. MKL finishing in second. Had a great battle with Mini at the end. Had great battles throughout the whole grid. Maybe the first safety car messed you up, and maybe the second one messed you up as well. But MKL, you kept your foot in. You took advantage of Matthias's penalties, and you finished on the podium again. How was that race for you, mate?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was all the time on like talking with my engineer. But yeah, both safety cars didn't suit me much. So yeah, but it is what it is. I had to live with it, and yeah, after second safety car, I saw that I was pretty much matching Matthias' pace after passing all the cars in front
Hmm.
first. So yeah, it was a good beginning of the second stint.
Yeah, the second stint was definitely your best one. Obviously, did you start on the hards or did you start on the mediums?
Yeah, I started on the mediums because I
Okay.
got 5 place grid
Yes.
penalty
Yes.
for nothing actually. So
It's
uh,
a very annoying bug that because you're backing off and then it's a yellow flag and the game thinks, oh, you're blocking someone on a lap, but no, you're all just
uh,
backing off.
well, yeah. So yeah, after that quali thing, after 2 safety cars, still managing to get to the second place, it's a good thing. Good thing.
Did you have the pace to catch Matthias if he hadn't had that 3 second time penalty, or did you think you would stick behind him even because you were very close to him on that last lap?
Yeah, I was really close. It was not my intention to get past him, but yeah, I was just trying to get as close to him as possible.
Hmm.
Um, but if he didn't get a penalty, I think I will have the pace to pass him. So
And were you surprised at Mini's pace behind you, or were you kind of expecting how fast he was going to be? Because he was rapid this week.
I mean, there's one thing I have to tell you, but you can't tell anyone. He's a
Okay, no one's listening.
McLaren reserve driver. So yeah.
Ah, so you were colluding.
Shh, shh.
Hmm.
No.
That's why he went wide. It's all a conspiracy. You made him go wide. I get it now, MKL. I understand. But anyway, a great race for you again. How did Brazil go for you? I can't remember. Sorry, it's been so long.
I mean,
Um,
so there was like a 2 starts because there was a restart, right? And on both
yeah.
starts, I got hit from behind. So
Oh, you finished
uh,
ninth. Okay.
yeah, and I finished ninth. So not well, but yeah, I'm
Yep.
coming back.
Ninth and second. Sir Jagu had a pretty decent race, but not his best. I'd say clearly the grid this year is very competitive. You guys were setting pretty
Yeah.
much identical lap times in qualifying, which is madness. Of course, that lap from was it Lockton who did the 1:13.8, I think, in qualifying was was a bit
Yeah.
mad.
I think he started on pole. Yeah, he had great
Yeah,
pace on quality. I
yeah,
invalidated. I'm actually not invalidated. I just got slow lap on the last run
yeah,
because I got distracted by that 5 grid place penalty
yeah.
or
It's
whatever.
frustrating, isn't it? Because
So
you're repairing and then you get like, oh, for goodness sake, it's like great.
yeah, but there was like, I don't know, 6 drivers in 1/10
Yeah.
or 7. I don't know. Yeah, it's great. The grid this season is really competitive, so really happy about it. And yeah, can't wait for the next race.
Well, yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. So, MKL, obviously Portimao next weekend. Last question for you: are you looking forward to Portimao? It's basically you either love it or you hate it. Portimao. There's no real middle ground.
I mean, I got my first win in DRC in Portimao,
Oh,
so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
what year was that? Was that when we were racing each other?
Oh, I don't know. It was like
Okay.
2 seasons ago.
Oh, maybe then.
Maybe 3 seasons ago when I was a reserve driver, because that was my like
Oh, could have
first
been.
kind of season.
Yeah, it might have been. Anyway, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to Portimao with a race you were first won. Second and first would be a great start to the season, even after your not great result in Interlagos. But it's a long calendar this year, a lot longer. Also, a couple of 100% races in there, I'm pretty sure. So we'll find out what happens. But yeah, thanks MKL for joining us. Your second place finisher for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix.
Thank you very much. So, yeah.
Thank you, MKL. And I don't think we've got Minnie in here. So we're going to call an end to the stream. Mackie, of course, there's only one thing to do left. Let's get some plugs in.
Yes,
Plug those
absolutely.
plugs in.
I guess I'll have to do it today. I made you do it I made you do it last week, so
I did it last week, so you got
I think
this.
it's only
This
fair
is
that I
your
do it
week.
this week. So, of course, you can always join us on Discord, join the conversation, find out more information, become a driver, become a team principal. I don't know. Season 9's only 12 races away or something. But discord.gg/digital racing, and all of that information's there for you. Of course, the DRC is powered by Milestone, as was it last season as well. And
Thank you, Milestone.
we've got Instagram at Digital Racing Championship and the website. I can't remember the actual website.
It's www.//https
no.
question mark exclamation mark at drc.com.
Huh?
Don't go to that web link. Don't do it. But yeah, the website's in the description of the Switch. Click on the link, and you can click the link, and then you can find everything we've just mentioned.
Absolutely.
So that's the place you want to go.
Yeah, I mean they're the 3 main places you want to go anyway. And there's some disused social media, but
yeah. But Mackie, we've got to announce that I am not here next weekend.
I know, it's shocking. He told me this just before the stream as well. It was
shocking.
Honestly devastating news.
So Mackie will be commentating on his own next week in Portimao.
I'll drag someone in.
He'll bring someone in to commentate with him. We'll see who we can get available. But someone will replace me. Of course, I know you guys love me. I'm the star of the show, as we said before. Once again, I'm playing a character. Just to break the fourth wall again. But
the law's just going to continue to build up throughout the season.
It's just really getting there, isn't it? Yeah. No one can hear me say I break the fourth wall every time. I'll be a great actor. But yeah, so Portimao next weekend. I'm not here. I'm sure it'll be a great race. Mackie will do a great job as commentating. He does a great job doing the stream. I don't do the stream. I can't do that shit.
No, it's stretched whenever he does it as well. It's like...
Yeah, because every time I go to buy a second monitor, I get distracted and don't do it.
Well, right.
I was meant to get it 3 months ago.
Don't get distracted and just buy it. Honestly,
just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. It's like the. Have you seen the? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But have you seen the new Napoleon meme?
No.
That's on like TikTok and stuff.
Should I?
It's great.
You're gonna send me this afterwards, and
I'll send you a couple. Yeah, they're great.
Okay.
But anyway, we're gonna say goodbye now because I'm gonna keep waffling otherwise. And I've got a league race to get ready for. So
anyway, we'll see you all in Portimao.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Yep. Bye.